Namaste students, welcome to statistics class. In yesterday's class we discussed about how to form continuous frequency distribution. Now we already completed how to form a discrete frequency distribution, means formation of discrete frequency distribution, and also formation of continuous frequency distribution. Discrete frequency is nothing but where we write the numbers, there we will not consider the class intervals. While framing frequency distribution, if we do not consider class intervals, such kind of frequency distribution we call discrete frequency distribution. And while framing frequency distribution, if we consider class intervals, then we call it is a continuous frequency distribution. In continuous, it can be exclusive or else it can be inclusive. This is a inclusive type. So now we have completed with the discrete frequency distribution and continuous frequency distribution. There of two types, inclusive and exclusive. As I said, you should keep it in your mind. One thing, especially in case of continuous frequency distribution, you have to see how many values they have given. What is the total number of observations which they have provided in the problem. Then you have to see how many classes you can prepare out of 10. Width you can take either 5 or 10, and it is based on the classes. Number of classes it has to be 4. 4 number of classes should be there. Width usually we take 5 or 10, and the lower limit of the first class should be a multiple of 5. So this is about continuous and discrete. And here one more kind of frequency distribution, that is formation of bivariate frequency distribution. Now this discrete frequency and continuous frequency, it will come for 5 marks. Short question, one question from discrete frequency distribution and one more question from continuous frequency distribution. Now this bivariate frequency distribution, it will come for 10 marks. It is easy, it will come for 10 marks. Now what is that bivariate frequency distribution? What do you mean by bi? Bi means nothing, it is nothing but 2. Now bivariate frequency distribution is frequency distribution formed on the basis of two related variables. Now in case of continuous and discrete, we used to form frequency distribution for only one variable. For example, you see this example now. Here ages of mothers and number of children, two variables are there. Now yesterday's problem, what we have seen, there what they have given in the problem, weights of a number of students, then they have given the observation, marks of a number of students, only one variable, weights or marks other point. But here in a one problem itself they have given two information, means two variable. So frequency distribution, the simultaneously solving of framing a frequency distribution for two variables, we call it as bivariate frequency distribution. What is that bivariate frequency distribution? Frequency distribution formed on the basis of frequency distribution formed on the basis of two related variables. This we call it as bivariate frequency distribution. Now in bivariate only one more topic comes there, marginal frequency distribution. What is marginal frequency distribution? You know that bivariate frequency distribution is frequency distribution formed for the two related variables. Then what is marginal? After forming a bivariate frequency distribution, now from bivariate in a bivariate frequency distribution, this is bivariate in a bivariate frequency distribution. From this frequency distribution, after framing bivariate frequency distribution, if we consider only if only one variable is considered. If only one variable is considered, that we call it as marginal frequency distribution. Now, firstly what we have to do? Firstly we have to frame the bivariate frequency distribution. Then after that, after framing bivariate frequency distribution, from that distribution we can prepare two sets of marginal distribution. Marginal distribution for ages of mothers, marginal distribution for number of children. So bivariate frequency distribution is frequency distribution formed for two related variables, simultaneously forming for two related variables, and from that bivariate frequency distribution, if we consider only one variable, that we call it as marginal frequency distribution. So this is about, here you need to remember what is bivariate frequency distribution and what is marginal frequency distribution. This theory question, it may come for 1 mark. Now nextly we'll move to the problems, in the sense formational basis, how we can form the frequency distribution. Now this is the problem for frequency distribution. Read the problem there. Read the problem. We'll write solutions. Now, given below are the ages of mothers and the number of children. Prepare a bivariate frequency distribution. Prepare a bivariate frequency distribution. Here serial number, ages of mothers and number of children is given. Here serial numbers till here 10, and altogether we have what is n there. N is equal to 20. We need to get at the end, after preparing bivariate frequency distribution, we need to get n is equal to 20. So because 20 observations are there. See, one variable, the first variable is ages of mothers and one more variable is number of children. Now we need to prepare bivariate frequency distribution. How to prepare for both the variables simultaneously? Now here we can take, see, this ages of mothers we can take in a continuous form and number of children we can take in a discrete form, because here it is easy to form continuous frequency and here it is difficult to frame continuous frequency. This we can take in a discrete form. Means start from 0. We are taking number of children this side, number of children this side, and here it is ages of mothers. Now number of children will write 0, 1, 2, which is the largest number here, 5, 6 is the largest, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then write the total. Now this side ages of mothers. I said it is better to take frequency distribution. Observe, if it is numbers, here it is below 10. Below 10, if we have numbers, we take it in a discrete form, and these numbers are large numbers, so we take it in a continuous form. You can take one variable in a discrete form and another variable in a continuous form based on the problem. For example, instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, here if you have number like 56, 75, 58, then here also you need to take continuous form. Here also you need to take, sorry, here also you need to take continuous form. Now here in this series ages of mother, check there which is the least number and which is the highest number. If we check here, you will get least number as lowest value in this series is 22. And what is the highest value? Highest value in this series, check here which is the highest value. Here highest value is 42, and here if you check, is there any other number more than 42? Do you have any other number more than 42? You have here 48. So here highest number is 48. So you need to frame frequency distribution from it should cover 22 and 48. Now you think, can you take anyhow we have to start from 20. It should be a multiple of 5. We need to start from 20 and we can end with 50. We can end with 50 here, so that we will cover 22 to 48 observations. So if you think 22, if we frame 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, we get only 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. We get only 3 classes. In our rules, one rules was there that it should contain at least 4 number of classes. So if we take 10 class intervals, if we take width as 10, we get only 3 classes, so that it is better to take width as 5. So it is better to frame here class intervals like 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, then 45 to 50. And here it is total. Here it is total. Now we need to frame continuous bivariate frequency distribution. Now see here we prepare the table here. Here on the horizontal side we have taken number of children. We have taken number of children in discrete form, and vertically we have taken ages of mothers in continuous form. So this is the table which shows bivariate frequency distribution of ages of mothers and number of children. Here you can write table showing bivariate frequency distribution of ages of mothers and number of children. Ages of mother and number of children. This you have to write. Now we have to the tally marks here. We have to assign a tally marks. How to assign a tally marks? Here you have to see number of children as well as ages of mothers. Now since this is in discrete form, it is easy to form. Now we'll start from 0. Now you see here 0, the first 0 and here 37. Now 0 column, where 37 will come, 37 will come here. The tally marks 0, 37. So this got over 0 in the column. Here 0, that is number of children. Ages of mothers becomes 37. So here this got over. And find, is there any other zeros here? No. Then one more 0 we can find. Here 0 and 27. 0 column, where 27 will come. 27. 0 and 27. 0, 27. First one 0, 37. Now next we go to 1. 1, 28. 1, where there is 28. 1 and 28. 1, 28. Next one 29. 1 9. Next one more one, 41. 1, 41, where 41 will come? 41. Is there any? Here one more. 136. 1, where 36 will come? 136. Next one, 38. 1, where 38 will come? 38 also will fall here. So this is about 1. Next, which number we have to go? 2. Find where there is 2. 2, 25. 2, 20. Where 25 will come? Here or here? 20. Since it is exclusive, 25 will fall here. 2, 25. Next, find where there is 2. Here. 2, 35. 2, 35. 35 will fall here. 35. Next, 2, 23. 2, 23. Where 23 will fall? 2, 23. This table, 2, 33. 2, 33. Next, one more 2. The last one, 2, 29. 2, where 29 will fall? 2, 29. We completed with 2. Next, move towards 3. Where we can find 3. The first value 3, 42, 3, and where 42 will fall? 42 will fall here. 42. Next one, is there any other 3? 3, 39. Ages of mothers 39 and number of children 3. 3, 39. 3, 39. 3, 39. Is there any other 3? One more 3. The last one. 3, 22. 3, 22. 3, 22. We completed, we done with 3. Now we'll move towards 4. Find, is there any 4 here? No. We cannot find any 4 over there. Here, 1, that is 4, 23. 4, 23. We have only 1 4 in the table. And next we move towards 5. How many 5? 1. First one 5, 47. 5. Where 47 will fall? 47. 45 to 50. Then 47 will fall. So 5, 47. Next, can you find any other 5 here? Last one. 5, 48. Where 48 will fall? The same column, even 48 also will fall. And the last number, that is 6. Last number is 6. Here 6, 37. 6, where 37 will come? 6 and here it is 32, 35. Here 37. Then one more 6, that is 6, 32. 6 and here it is 32. So this is about, after assigning tally marks, now we have to write the total. Here it is 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and here 2. This column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we get 6 and here it is 2 and last one also 2. Then we'll see vertical total. Here it is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and here it is 3 and here 1 and here it is 2 and here also it is 2. Now count. Both the side you need to get here 20. Vertically as well as horizontal total, the grand total should be 20. If you count here 6, 7, 8 and you will get here 20. And this side if you see here also 10, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So what tally marks we assign, it is right. Once again you have to cross verify. Even though if we get total as 20, we may go wrong here. In between we may go wrong here. So this is bivariate frequency distribution. But we did not speak only about bivariate frequency distribution. I said there is one more concept called marginal frequency distribution. Marginal frequency distribution is formed after framing bivariate frequency distribution. Now this is bivariate frequency distribution. From this we have to frame marginal frequency distribution. We'll see how to frame that marginal frequency distribution. Now, after preparing bivariate frequency distribution, from that, if we take only one variable, from a bivariate frequency distribution, if we consider only one variable, that we call it as marginal frequency distribution. Now, firstly we will prepare marginal frequency table. Marginal frequency table of ages of mothers. Ages of mothers with two columns. Ages of mothers. Ages of mothers. And here you can write either frequency. Here you can write either frequency or else number of mothers. Yeah, frequency or number of mothers you can write. If you get confused, you just write frequency. Here what variable they have given, then write frequency here. Now assign the frequencies for ages of mothers. First one, ages of mothers, that is 20 to 25. Write as it is 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 45 to 35 to 40, 40 to 45, and the last one is 45 to 50. Now for this class intervals, what frequencies we have got? Frequencies we have got 3, 5, 3, 5, 2, 6, 2 and 2. This is the marginal frequency of ages of mothers. Now marginal frequency table. Marginal frequency table. Of number of children. There is no such kind of rules that you need to prepare this first and that later. You can prepare any one. Now, number of children and frequency. Number of children 0 to 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here you can write, if you want total you can write, when n is equal to 20, you can write. Now, number of children and what are the frequencies? 2, 5, 5, 3, 1, 2, 2. Number of children and their frequencies. Ages of mothers and their frequencies. When we get problem to solve, we get these kind of tables. We get these kind of tables. So these are the marginal frequencies. See, this is the marginal frequency of ages of mothers. Only one variable, ages of mothers and their frequency. Here only number of children and their frequency. So this table we call it as marginal frequency. Nothing to do with this. After preparing bivariate frequency distribution, you have to, out of that you have to prepare two tables which shows the marginal frequency distributions of these two variables separately. So this is about bivariate frequency distribution, and this question comes for 10 marks. Easy it is, only assigning 10 marks. Here you need to think. Now in this problem, one variable we have taken in a discrete form and other one we have taken in a continuous form. That is because it is based on the problem we got here. It is better to take in a discrete form because it is unable to frame a frequency. their continuous frequency distribution. It is better to frame continuous frequency distribution. And now we'll see some other problems where we need to frame both the sides continuous frequency distribution. So for today's session we can wind up with this problem, and tomorrow we'll see one more problem under same method. And here see in the problem they did not mention anything about inclusive or exclusive. If they do not mention anything, that is exclusive, and width also it is our assumption we can take. We can take 5, 10 or 2 also you can take, but as I said the first class, lower limit of the first class should be multiple of 5. That you have to remember. You can take 22, 22, 22 to 24, 24 to 26. If you get such kind of problem, you can, as I said here, minimum we need to get 4 classes. The same class intervals, if we take a width of 10, we get only 3 classes. So we have taken here width of 5. And it is better to take discrete form. So we can wind up with, I hope you are clear, not 100%, but on an average you are, I hope it is clear to you all, and we'll solve one more problem in tomorrow's session, then it will be more clear.